Yeah, it was really amazing. I really being there, became clear to me more and more that to be a good leader of anybody or anything, we first have to be a good leader of ourselves. So for me, it felt like far more than just learning about the reading method and much more about self-mastery. And there's a really big project I want to start, a new side of my business, which would bring huge value to many, many people. And I just suddenly, there was a point in the weekend where it was like pieces falling into place. And I thought, yeah, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. I now know that I am the instrument to make this happen, and I can, and I will. We have to, these are the fundamental shifts that need to happen for our life to change. We need to start finding some way of shifting those blocks, which are tangible blocks, intangible, or seemingly those, whether we can recognize them or not. It also felt like shifting gears. And for me, I had ideas of engines and gears in my mind during the weekend, actually, and that idea of getting into flow states, focused concentration, and the idea of how I can actually embody that and manifest that and make that happen. So that feels to me like a huge life-changing experience, even though it's something I understand very academically and very cognitively. But for me, it was a very immersive experience. I mean, for me, it was hard to go for it because it was a difficult moment in my life to go for this, because literally almost every penny I have right now is put into a huge finishing a big thing that I'm doing. But also, I would say to anybody, if you can make it happen, and then consolidate and really do everything you're asked to do in the, afterwards, in terms of putting everything into practice, because there's so much potential that we all have. And we just sometimes need to find the right keys to unlock those doors that are closed for us. Yeah, I genuinely think it was so worth it. I think it's a very important special investment in oneself. There's a new side of my business I'm developing, and it would bring huge value to many people, in throughout schools, particularly who are young people in education. And for me, I realize that I can do it, and that for me, I feel, because I can do it, I feel like almost a duty to do it, actually, to be, when you have something that you can offer the world, that you should do it if you possibly can. I suppose on a financial level, it's a very easy calculation to figure out that I will be paid for this, no problem. Because when you become more efficient and more productive in your work, then it pays back. It pays back quickly. That's not. Thank you all, for everybody, for creating the opportunity, and you've been amazing.